Hey everybody, welcome back to Chat to Riches. Third video in my introductory series. At our welcome video, we had the question, and we're going to call this one the response. Quick recap, introductory video, a little bit about me, the channel, why I'm doing it. Essentially, Chat to Riches is a channel to explore my ability to become a YouTube content creator using chat and other AI to assist, direct, help, guide me through the process. Last week we asked the question, hey chat, can you help me create a YouTube channel that generates a six-figure income? And we reviewed the response. We did talk about how chat went straight to 4 options for what the channel is about. I expected a few more questions. We did observe that chat had pulled from my previous history to make some assumptions about me and what channels might be a good fit for me. And we didn't get into what those 4 options were yet. My concern was more about the how, because at the time of making this video, I haven't actually created the channel that you guys are now watching it on. I'm pretty sure that I could figure out how to upload a video, but I don't know how to edit videos. I don't know how to do the screen and screen capture so that I can put my head down in this corner and you guys can see what I'm looking at, chat's responses, because I feel like that's a very necessary part of this channel. So that's kind of where we left it. And I had said that I was probably going to go back to the other conversation I'd had with chat and try to get some more of the technical stuff worked out before diving into what the channel is about. I gave that some thought. I did get the recommended equipment, which I talked a little bit about in the first one. I've got my tripod with the lights and the wireless microphone. Audio is definitely recommended as a priority over necessarily the quality of your camera. Chat said that my Samsung Galaxy S24 will be just fine for a camera. If I can show up with good content, you guys can understand what I'm saying to you via the microphone, and you can see my face via the LED light that's above my phone. That worked well. I recognized that I was attempting to control the direction we were going in, which I can do, but the channel is really about letting chat lead and seeing what it's capable of. So I do have a follow-up question for chat, and we're going to dive into that today. And if chat continues to say that the content for the channel is the priority over my ability to be able to edit and post videos, then that's the direction we're going to go, if that's what chat's telling me to do. So I'm not going to try to force chat down the path that I want to follow of, I don't know how to do this, and I need to figure out how to do this before I worry about my content. If chat says I need to worry about my content first, we'll worry about my content first. It did say start with phone camera, a decent USB microphone, OBS Studio for screen recording, and CapCut for editing. I have 3 of those 4 things. Looked into getting OBS Studio after our last video, and recognized that that is a desktop program. I cannot use that on my Samsung tablet or on my Chromebook. For my purposes, as I had mentioned in my welcome video, I live in a travel trailer on friend's property with my wife and daughter. My desktop is in my daughter's room in our bunkhouse trailer because that's where there's a spot to put it. So continually editing and recording videos in that space, very impractical and pretty unrealistic for me. So I need to find out if OBS Studio won't work for me to do screen recording, what can I use So that's kind of my follow-up to chat today. I want to ask about that. And I'm also just going to directly ask, hey, should we focus on what my channel is about, or should we focus on how I post and upload videos first? Because I don't know how to do that. So that's where I want to go with the remainder of this video, is just to continue to follow up with chat based on its response to my first question that we reviewed in the last video. So I'll read you guys my response to chat. Hopefully we can get that screen thing figured out first, because I know it's not best practice for you guys to be watching me staring at a screen, not making eye contact with you. But I gotta read what I wrote. So showing you what I wrote would be a lot better, right? So I wrote, okay, chat, I'm leaning towards your recommendation of combining options 1 and 4 for channel content. Like I said, we'll talk about content in another video. I want to ask some follow-up questions, but first I want to ask about the technical aspects of recording, editing, and uploading my videos. I am a complete novice when it comes to this, so to me it feels important to figure some of this out before diving into creating content. What do you think about that? Chat says, I actually think you're thinking about this the right way, Wade. A lot of YouTube advice says just start creating. There's truth to that, but if you're a complete beginner, spending a week or 2 building a simple production workflow can save months of frustration. The trap is spending 3 months researching microphones and cameras instead of making videos. I'd aim for this sequence. Now we're getting good, folks. Phase 1, learn the pipeline, 1 to 2 weeks. Don't worry about content quality yet. Learn how to record video, record audio, record your screen, edit clips together, create a thumbnail, upload to YouTube. That's it. Make 3 to 5 practice videos that never get published if necessary. Okay, those are 6 very practical steps that I can take, and to me, that is where we should head before we get into what the content's about. It's something that I've reviewed the options and am giving some consideration to that and want to discuss with you guys in detail. But let's learn how to make and upload a video first. So record video, record audio, got that. Got my phone, got my tripod, got light, got a microphone. And I have tested the microphone out on a couple different recordings, and sound quality works for what I'm doing. Maybe not the highest, but significantly better than using my phone speaker to capture sound. Number 3 is record your screen. Important, as we've already discussed. Don't know how to do that. It's saying you use OBS, so that's going to be my next question, because that's a desktop software, as I'd mentioned. 4, edit clips together. Yeah, also important. This video is already more than 1 clip because I needed to pause and do a bunch of typing, and you guys wouldn't want to watch me do that. So I paused and then I started a new video. I gotta learn how to put those together. I also gotta learn to cut out downtime and edit out some of the uhs and the ums and the ohs as I'm processing and thinking through things, just for clarity and conciseness, because you guys don't need to spend a bunch of time watching me think. I want you to see my process, but not get caught up in the waiting for my mouth to catch up with my brain. Or maybe the other way around. I think you get what I'm trying to say here. So I need to be able to edit clips and put them together. Number 5, create a thumbnail. And I think that's your clickbait type, like what's going to catch the viewer's attention when they're scrolling YouTube. And 6, upload to YouTube. And I'm pretty sure that's pretty basic. I'm going to be pretty simple, but okay. So moving on from that, for the rest of chat's response, the simple setup I'd recommend: camera, start with your phone. Modern phones are ridiculously good. Don't buy a camera yet. Your viewers will forgive average video quality. They will not forgive bad audio. Microphone, this is the first piece of gear I'd buy. Budget options, a 5-fine K669B, Blue Yeti. If you have $50 to $100 to spend, put it here first. Screen recording. For AI and education content, you'll likely be recording your computer screen often. Use OBS Studio. It's free and incredibly powerful. You'll use it for recording Chat GPT demos, recording presentations, recording slides, recording your face plus screen simultaneously. Video editing. Start with CapCut. Reasons, free, easy, tons of YouTube tutorials, good enough for channels with millions of subscribers. Avoid professional software initially. I agree. I don't want to make the investment before I'm even online. You don't need to learn to fly a spaceship when you're learning to ride a bike. Okay, and then it talks into some details about 70% screen share, 20% talking head, 10% hybrid, your first $200 setup, if I were spending your money. Microphone, webcam optional, small ring light, and that's enough to launch a channel that could eventually earn 6 figures. So that's a separate video to talk about the equipment that I did pick and review that with you guys. So let's get through the rest of the response here, hopefully, so we can wrap this video up and move on to the next section. The skill nobody talks about. Most new creators think recording, editing, uploading. But the real skill is idea, hook, recording, editing, thumbnail, title. A mediocre video with a great title gets watched. A great video with a terrible title gets buried in the digital basement. We'll spend a lot of time on titles and thumbnails once you start creating. What I'd do this weekend. Install OBS, install CapCut, create a private YouTube channel, record a 3-minute practice video, edit it, upload it as private. Don't worry about the views, don't worry about subscribers. Your only goal is, can I get from idea to upload a video without getting stuck? Once you've done that, the fog clears dramatically. The whole process stops feeling like a mysterious machine and starts feeling like a recipe. And for the channel content you're considering, I suspect your biggest challenge won't be the technology. It will be deciding which of the 100 valuable things you've learned from raising your daughter and navigating schools should become your first 20 videos. That's a much better problem to have. And Chat is referencing the options that it gave me and the direction that it wants to take me in as far as creating content goes. So just jumping in here real quick. When I originally filmed the video that you just finished watching the response, it continued on for about another 5 minutes as I answered a final question about OBS. In Final Edit, determined that I couldn't make that video small enough. I was at a 17-minute timeline, and that's longer than I want to be at. So just ending the response video as is. The rest of the original content will go ahead and become another shorter video about OBS and screen recording. You guys have probably seen, I figured a fair amount of that out in this video. Even though when I originally recorded, I had not figured any of that out yet. But you can see in Final Edit, there it is. So things are happening. Lots of good content to come on what that process looked like. Getting ready to start a playlist on learning to use CapCut and beginning to edit these videos so you guys can see what I was walking through after originally recording the response. So stay tuned. If you like content like this, please subscribe. You'll get notified. And the journey continues. Thanks again for watching Chat to Riches, guys.